Keam here, president of the Best Sleep Centers Inc. And if you've got a minute, I've got a video blog on how much do you weigh. You know, that's probably the most important question that any salesperson can ask a male customer. Let's face it, we're not brave enough to ask any female customers, but still, it is probably the most important question that a customer can be asked by a salesperson when it comes to figuring out what kind of bed do they actually want. We specialize in building beds for larger customers. And if we can build a bed for someone who weighs 525 pounds, like we did for our friend Hal Anderson many years ago when we created the Hal Anderson bed, well, we can do it for people who weigh less. And, we've done a lot of that. So we have beds in here that are designed for people who are 500 pounds, 400 pounds, 300 pounds, and 110 pounds. But the question, how much do you weigh, is the same thing that you should expect when you go in to see a tailor and they take out a tape measure and they measure your shoulders. If I'm going to build your suit and I don't care to measure your shoulders and your hips, I'm just winging it, aren't I? So there is better materials available for larger people, and you don't need the same materials necessarily for smaller people. But the simple matter is this: I have people in my store every day who spent $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 up and down the street, and they were sold products that didn't have the material in the bed that actually worked for the customer standing in front of me. If you weigh 260 pounds or 350 pounds, you need at least 1 inch or 2 of latex, of rubber, of car tire, of tree sap. The material weighs 4 pounds per square foot, and it is what you need when you're not 120 pounds soaking wet. Now, if you happen to be in the category where the partner's 120 pounds and the other partner's 260 pounds, you definitely need latex in your mattress so that that person doesn't realize every movement that you make. So, something you might be interested in would have 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 coils in it, and no latex or some latex, or just even 1,000 coils with latex. The more you can afford, the better the bed will be, the longer it'll last, the less it'll actually cost in the long run. How much do you weigh? It's probably the most important question your salesperson can ask you. And if you're a male, sorry, that's just the way it is, we'll probably ask you when you walk in the door at Best Sleep Center. Best Sleep Centers, you'll find us.